My community just experienced what I would call Florida's Katrina.
For those that are the most vulnerable, unfortunately what happens in these disasters is that the resources go to the people that have the connections. And so what we do is we really try to focus on the most vulnerable. And so we've chosen to partner with Pastor Terry Mobley and his wife Cherie, and they've been the most vulnerable. And we found a community of those people in Harlem Heights, Florida. When the Gulf of Mexico pushed in with 15 to 18-foot storm surges on the beach, what that meant is that 4 miles inland, they were getting an 8-foot storm surge. All of the Gulf of Mexico flooded their homes.
I'm Pastor Terry Mobley. I'm the pastor of the Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church located in the beautiful city of Harlem Heights, Florida. The majority of my residents, they lost everything that they had. And so we set up and began to meet the basic needs of my community: water, food, and you name it, toiletries, whatever they needed. Immediately, we began to meet that need because no one had power. Not even my church at that time had power. Now, which is a blessing for my church to be right in the middle of the community, because a majority of the people here, their cars were destroyed by the storm surge.
Not only did they lose their stuff, not only did they have their house massively affected, they've also lost their jobs. So they have no income, they have no stuff, and they have a house that needs completely gutted and remodeled, and they have no money to do that. And for these people, they will not be made whole unless the body of Christ shows up, sacrifices some of their time, some of their money to see these people restored to where they were and better than before the storm.
And so I'm calling on the people of God to come in and partner with me, partner with other partners here in Harlem Heights, and help restore families in my community.
How do we leave a community better than it was before? We don't just show up to repair houses. We really show up to repair lives. That includes many things beyond just the house repair. It includes counseling, talking to people, praying for people, ministering to people for their spiritual needs.
And so then beyond that, once we meet those immediate needs, and as the crews come in, they're tearing out homes, we'll share the gospel as we're tearing out homes, and then the next step, whatever the next step is, we'll share the gospel, and we'll just keep sharing the gospel. And I just believe, man, that's going to change some hearts of men and women in our community.
For the next several years, Adventures in Missions is going to be sending teams down. We believe that years from now, the people of Harlem Heights will say, thank God for Hurricane Ian, because it was able to bring resources to bear that left our community in a place that was more whole than even before the crisis.
If you come, you'll be strategically placed to serve the underserved. So I'm just going to beg anybody that's watching, please, please, please partner in with me here in Harlem Heights, and let's do God's will together.